Yes, hello everyone. I am Clancy Ssekisambu. I am a passionate software and full stack web developer. Okay. So today I'm going to usher in a course. It's called web development. Okay, I am going to teach someone to build web applications, systems, software, online platforms, and portals. Okay, so I'm going to teach someone to build all these things from scratch. Okay, don't worry if you have no experience at all, if you have no prior experience about building websites, whether you have no prior experience about building web applications. We are going to handle all that from scratch. I'm talking to someone who is completely green about these things. He doesn't know anything about software development, doesn't know anything about web development. I am going to teach you everything from the very beginning. Okay, so don't worry. When you go on YouTube right now, you're going to find a lot of series. You're going to find a lot of people telling you learn HTML, learn CSS, learn JavaScript online, but they don't give you a particular time frame. Someone tells you to learn, and the course is, for example, like about 8 hours, or even about or even about 20 hours. Okay, so you see a very long course, and it's very difficult to follow up. Okay, but me, I have designed this course specifically for someone to just learn, for example, per day. Can even learn today, you rest code, then you learn tomorrow, you rest code, you learn tomorrow, the other day. So I've designed this course in particular days, for example, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, like that. Okay, so it is very convenient for you, even if you're doing your own things. You can be able to get some time, like about 1 hour, you learn these things. Okay, by the end of, for example, day 30, you're able to build these stunning websites you see there. Okay, you'll be able to build Jumia, be able to build those websites, for example, Konga. You'll be able to build all those stunning websites you can see up there. Okay. So members, I want you to hold on tight. We are going to go. It's going to be a very good series. It's going to be a very good lesson. I'm going to teach you all these things absolutely for free. No charge at all. Okay, I'm going to teach you this thing for free. Okay, all you just have to do is you can hit the subscribe button, and you keep the notification icon, so you keep updated about all any series that come. Do it by your way. Okay, so we are going to dive in. You're going to learn really a lot. You're going to learn to build school systems. You're going to learn to build school portals. You're going to learn to build any website that is online, any web application. Okay, so I'm going to teach you from the very beginning. Okay, so hold on tight, members. We are going to go through our course. Okay, this is the very first day of our course. We have other days coming, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, until the very end. Okay, so hold on tight, members. We are going to dive in. Okay.
Yes, welcome back everybody. I Clancy, I'm here, and I'm going to guide you through all this up to the very end. Okay, so this is going to be my whiteboard. As you can see here, this is going to be my whiteboard, and this is where I'm going to explain to you each and everything. Okay, so this is going to be our very first day. It's going to be day 1. Okay, it's going to be our very first day of our web development course. Okay, so this is the very first day of our web development course. Okay, so you just feel at home. I'm going to teach you everything from scratch, from the very first dot up to the end. Okay, so this is web development. Okay, we are going to study a lot of things. We're going to study, for example, making websites. We're going to do websites. What's the importance that you get when you do web development? You're able to make websites for people. You're able to build web applications. You're able to build web applications. as well as which I can term as even the systems. Okay, systems that solve problems. Okay, for various people. Okay, okay. So this is the primary aim why we do web development. We want to build, for example, a website for someone. We want to build an application. We want to build a system for someone. Okay, okay. So that's the primary aim why we study web development. Okay, okay. So I'm going to teach you through each and everything that we are going to do. Okay, okay. So we are going to start with the first step that I want everybody to note down is we are going to download VS Code. Okay, okay. Download VS Code. I'm talking to someone whereby we are going to start from the very beginning. Someone who is blank totally, someone who is blank and doesn't know what to do. Okay, okay. So I download VS Code, or what I can term as Visual Studio Code. Okay, okay. Which I can term in short terms, it's called VS Code. I'll always be using this, so no worries. But it's called VS Code. Well, or someone else can call it Visual Studio Code. Okay, okay. You go on your website on the browser here on Chrome, and you search here download VS Code. As simple as that. Okay, okay. So you'll come here. The very first thing they bring for you, you look for all these links. They'll be here. Visual Studio Code. Look at this very first one here. Okay, you tap on it. So if you have, for example, like a MacBook, you can use the MacBook there. If you have Windows, you can use Windows here. Okay, okay. So you come here. You download for each and every resource that you have. If you have a MacBook, use this one. Windows, use this one. So for me, if I have Windows, I can tap here. Okay. Once you tap there, automatically they will bring for you like a link. Okay. Bring for you a link where to download it to. Then you just choose and say maybe you can put in downloads, you can put anywhere. Me, I can choose to put it, I can decide to put it, for example, in desktop. You can just put in the downloads anywhere. And you save here. It will come. As you can see, it will come there. It's now downloading here. You can see it's there. You can see up here it's loading, downloading. So you wait for it to download. You wait for it to download. That is the very first step that we are going to do. We are going to download Visual Studio Code. Because what is the importance of this Visual Studio Code? Visual Studio Code is a platform where it is going to enable us to, where we are going to write our code. Okay? It is the platform which we are going to use to write our code. Okay, okay. So there are very many platforms. For example, there's another which wants to look like VS Code. It's Sublime text editor. Okay, the Sublime text editor. I know this one is also there, and there are various places. Like for example, even the Notepad. Yeah, depending on what particular person is going to train you, there's even a notepad. Some people choose to code on the notepad. There is no problem, but someone uses this, that people use these notepads, that people use Sublime text, but right now in the industry, the one which is commonly used is Visual Studio Code. Okay? Okay. So these ones you can just leave them, you can ignore these ones. We're going to use this one here, Visual Studio Code. Okay? Okay, so I think right now it's done downloading. I can come there, I see it's here. So the setup is done downloading. It is here. Okay, it is here. Yours, you come here in the downloads and then you will see it. When you come here in the downloads here, you will see that it's here. I triggered my downloads to come automatically on the desktop. So yours, you put them on the download folder, you will see it. Okay, okay. So you come and you tap on the extension where it has finished downloading. You just come and tap on it like this. Double tap, and you are now installing this setup. Okay, you're using the setup to install VS Code. Okay, so they will bring for you this thing as you see it here. Bring for you. I accept the agreement. I do not accept the agreement, you stop here, I accept the agreement. Okay? Okay, then you go next. Then after accepting all the agreements, they bring for you this section here. Create a desktop icon, don't create a desktop icon. And you can even check all these. Just check all of them. If there is any that is not checked, you just tick. By default, it will be like this. Some of them, they will be like this. You just check all of them as you see them here. Check all of them. Then all of them are ticked. Tick all of them. Then you come and say next. Then you come, then you say next. Okay? Like that. Okay? Okay. So it's going to install the setup on your computer. Okay? Okay. So mine is already installed. I may not require to wait for the setup to install. But for you can wait for the setup to install very well. Okay? Okay. So that is how it is. Uh, yeah, you just install the setup very well. Install the setup. Mine is already installed. It's already installed. Once it's done installing, it's going to come. Okay. Okay. Once you have finished installing the setup, me I don't need to finish the installation. Mine is already installed. Once you have finished the setup, finished installing the setup, installing VS Code from the setup, do this. After you installing VS Code from the setup, you come here and you create a folder. I can come here in the open space here. I can create my folder here in the open space. I come here, I say new folder. New folder. Okay? You can even name it day 1. You can name it day 1. Okay? Okay. So this is going to be our very first day 1. We are going to use this folder here. Okay? Name it day 1. Okay? Okay. So after naming it day 1, I'm going to come with it like this, and I say I left click. You know there's left click and right click. So I am going to right click my mouse. Right click my mouse on the folder. That folder for day 1. Okay? Okay. Right click my mouse on that folder for day 1. Then they bring for me options. The option that I choose is open with code. I choose the option called open with code. Open with code. Okay? That's the option that I choose. Okay? Okay. So I come here down. I come here on my day 1 folder here. I say I right click. There's right click and left click. Right click, don't left click. Before you a million options here, you can see all these options here. Then you say open with code. Open with code. Okay? Like that. Open with code. Let me install the setup with you guys and you see. I come here, I say next, I check all these ones as you see them, I say next, I say install. Okay? Install. Okay? I want to install everything, then you see. Okay? Okay. So I want you to see everything that I am installing. Okay? So I want us to move together. I want us to move together. I want us to move together so that we are on the same path. Okay? Okay. So it's there, it's installing very well. It's installing very well. It's installing, it's coming. And us to move together, we move together. And us to move together. Okay? Okay. Install from the setup here. Install from the setup. Okay. Okay. Install from the setup very well. Installed. We are now waiting for it to install very well. We're waiting for it to install. We're waiting for it to install. We're waiting for it to install very well. Okay. 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 Even if I don't launch, I just say here finish. Okay. Okay. Then I come here on my day one folder I have created here. I tap on it like this. I right click my mouse and I say open with code. Open with code. Okay. Okay, so they are bringing me to the whole interface. This is the interface we use when we are coding. Okay, okay, this is the interface we use when we are coding. Okay, okay. So they are bringing for you a lot of options here. This one is just like a welcome, a starting page. So you can close it, you can close it, you can close all this. There's a lot of options here. This one is the one for closing the VS Code. This one is the one for minimizing the VS Code. This one is the one for this one is maximizing and minimizing, as you can see. Then here there is run, go, view, selection, edit, file. There's a lot of options here. This one is for exploring. This one is for searching. This one is for. There are a lot of options here. As you can see, there are settings here. A lot of options. Okay. Okay, so members, I want us to look at the next step we are going to look at here is extensions. Okay, is what? Extensions. Okay, okay. This is really crucial. Extensions. Okay, okay. So we are now going to look at extensions. We are going to install certain extensions that I want you that we are going to use when we are coding. Okay. Don't forget to install these extensions. I'm going to install them, but I want to install them from VS Code. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to come here in VS Code. I have here my extensions here, as you can see them here. I already installed some of them. They are there. But now I'm going to name them so that you can install them. Okay? Okay. You too, you can install. So the first one is Prettier. The first one is Prettier. The first one is Prettier. Okay? Okay, so I come here in my extensions here, I search even Prettier. It's here, Prettier Code Formatter. You see it how it looks like? Prettier Code Formatter. It's called Prettier Code Formatter. Prettier Code Formatter. So that's the extension. That is the extension. This one here. You tap on it like this. There are a lot of options. For me, I already installed it. That's why it's free for me uninstalled here. So you install that one. You tap there and then you say install. Okay? Okay. Install Prettier. Okay? Okay. So that's the very first step that you do. That's the very first step that you do. After installing Prettier, I want you to come here in settings here. Settings here. Okay? Come here, tap on this engine you're seeing here, down here, the settings engine. Tap on it like this. It will for you a lot of options. Check for updates, themes, tasks, snippets, all these keyboard shortcuts. They will for you extensions. Tap on settings. Okay? Okay. Once you tap on settings, members, follow my instructions very well. Follow my instructions very well. Once you tap on settings, once you tap on settings, I want you to look for a setting called default formatter. Look for a setting called default formatter. Okay? Look for a setting called default formatter. Okay? Look for a setting called default formatter. Come here, look for a setting here. It's called default formatter. Okay? default formatter, it's here. It is here. Okay? Even before I can copy it, the available is for me here. So I want you to make a lot of formatters here that they give you. I want you to make Prettier. Look amongst all these ones here. Look for Prettier, the one that you have just installed. Yeah? Look for Prettier here. Prettier Code Formatter. You see it? You see it? You see Prettier Code Formatter? That is the one that I want you to select on and choose that one. Okay? Okay. That is the one that you're going to use. Okay? Okay. That is the one that we are going to use. Members, are you seeing that? Eh? Are you seeing that? Before default formatter, default formatter here, date format. Don't use this one here. Defines a default notebook formatter. No. Use this one here. Default, this one where there is editor. Where there is editor. Editor default formatter. Choose, tap here, look for the one where there is various options. And choose Prettier Code Formatter. Are you seeing this, guys? Okay. Once you choose that one, then everything is okay. It is very good. Okay? Okay. So after installing Prettier, you choose it as your code formatter. We are going to move on to the next step. I want you to come here. Second step, I want you to install live server. Install live server. Okay? Okay. That's the second step I want you to install. Okay? Okay. So come here in the VS Code, search for live server. Search for live server. Okay? Okay, it's here. Live server by Ritwik Day. Live server by Ritwik Day. This one you're seeing here. Install it. Install it. Okay? Okay, install it. We are moving together. Alright? Alright. May I already install it? That's why it's doing for me and install. Install it. Install live server by Ritwik Day. Install it. Install it very fast. Okay? Okay. So after installing live server by Ritwik Day, we are going to move to the next one, the next extension. I want you to come here. The third one I want you to install is material. Material icon theme. Okay? Okay. I want you to install another extension. It is called material icon theme. Okay? Okay. Install material icon theme. I'm going to come here in my extensions here. I search for that extension. Material icon theme. It is here by Philip Keith. That one you're seeing. By Philip Keith. You see it? Material icon theme. Members, are you seeing this one here? Install that one also. Install that one also. Install it also. Okay? Okay, install it. Once you have installed this one here, material icon theme, I want you to come here in settings. Settings here, you search here for theme. I search here for default theme. Default, let me see here. So members, we are going to use material icon theme as our theme when we are using the themes, okay? Okay. Material icon theme. But members, they'll bring for you options here. After you installing it, they'll bring for you options for you to choose it. If you choose, make sure it is your default icon theme. Okay? Okay. So that one is also, you're going to install it and you're going to use it. Once you're done installing it, they'll bring for you an option here. Choose whether it is your default theme. Choose that one that it is your default theme. Okay? Okay. Once you do that one, material icon theme is one I want to use for our icons. Okay? Okay. Now, fourthly, on our list, the first one is Prettier, second one is Live Server, third one is Material Icon Theme. Okay? Okay. So members, you can hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. We are going to cover web development from the very first day up to the last day. Okay? Okay. And by the last day, I am very sure that you will be a professional. Okay? Okay. So, members, the next step is step 4. We are going to install another extension. We are going to install another extension. It's called auto close tab. Auto close tab. Okay? Okay. You come here in the extensions here and search there. All these extensions I'm going to install, we need them. We need them very much. Is that one you should know. Auto close tab by John Hang. This one here. Install that one also. Install it also. Members, you see that? Install it also. Okay? Okay. After installing auto close tag, very well, it's done. Okay. Come here, install another extension. It is called auto complete tag. Auto complete tag. Okay? Okay. Install also this one here. Install also this one here. Auto complete tag. Install it. Come here in extensions and search for it. Auto complete tag by John Han also. Install that one. Very fast. Very fast install that extension. Install it very well. Okay? Install it. After now installing those extensions, I believe right now we are done. Okay? With all the extensions. I want you right now to go and check for something here. Once you're done with installing this one here, I want you to check for something. It is called, they want to come here and we search here in settings here. Come here in settings here, and search for something called save. Okay? Search for something called save. Members, come here in the extensions, come here in settings. Okay? Once you're in settings, I want you to search for something. It is called save. Type there save. Okay? Type there save. Okay? Type there save. Okay? Save. Search for that thing. It's called save. Save. Then I want you to look for where there is auto save. Search for where there is auto save. Where there is auto save. Okay? Okay. Look for where there is auto save. Auto save. Auto save. Yeah? Look for where there is auto save. Members, are you getting this? Look for where there is auto save. Then there are a lot of options here down. There is off, after, delay, on focus change, on window change. I want you to choose on focus change. Okay? Members, choose on focus change. On focus change. Choose that one. Okay? Okay. Choose that one, on focus change. Choose that one, on focus change. On focus change. Okay? Change. Alright. We are now moving closer and close to the completion of all these settings here we are putting. I want you now to go on the settings here again and you look for font size. Font size. Look for font size. Look for font size. Look for font size. Come here in extensions again. Look for font size. Look for font size. Font size. Okay? Okay. Look for font size. Members, look for font size. Then they're going to bring for you a lot of font sizes. turn this one to 20, turn it to 20. It will give us a more wide view of all the things that we are going to code. Turn it to 20, okay? Okay, if it's not to 20, make it 20. Remember, as you get this, okay. If it's not 20, make it 20, okay? Make sure it is 20. Some people have 18, some people have 15, make this one 20, okay? Okay, then we are done. The first step is done. Wow. If you don't make these changes, members, you are going to bound to have some problems, okay, in the future. Okay, so after you making those changes, we are now going to something else. Is here. Then I can even close the settings page very well. I can even close that one very well. Then I come here, where there are these two files here. We are now going to start. Wow! We are going to start. Okay? We are going to start from the beginning. Okay? Okay. We are now going to start coding. Okay? Or doing our web development. Okay? Okay. If you don't make the above changes which I've emphasized, you're going to face out of problems. Okay? So follow the video. You can even pause, you can rewind back and see each and everything that I talked about. Okay? Okay. So you're going to now start. This panel you're seeing here is where we are going to have our folders. Here, you're seeing here is where we're going to have our folders. Okay? Okay. Here you're seeing where I want to have our folders. So I'm going to introduce you to a new language, and that language is called HTML. Okay? HTML. HTML is hypertext markup language. Okay? Okay. Hypertext markup language. Okay? Okay. This language here is the first language of the browser. Okay? This language is going to help us to develop a website. Okay? It is the first language of the browser. Okay? It's the very first language of the browser. Okay? Okay. So HTML is the easiest language. I can even repeat, it is the easiest. Someone cannot tell you that this is hard. This is the easiest language to learn. Okay? And that's what makes web development very nice. This is the easiest language to learn. Yeah? Someone cannot tell you that this one is hard. No, members, the other things which are complex later to come in the future. But right now, this one is the easiest language to learn. Someone cannot scare you. This one is very easy. Okay? Okay. So HTML is a simple language. It is the one we want to use when we are writing our websites. Okay? Okay. So this is what we're going to do. So each and everything that we're going to create, each and every folder, all folders are going to create, all folders are going to be with an extension. And that extension is folders are going to create all files, they're going to be with an extension. It's going to be not even folders, they are called files. Files. All files are going to create, they're going to be with an extension at the end. Going to be with an extension at the end. Extension. And that extension is going to be .html. Okay? Okay. That extension is going to be .html, meaning that that language you're using is HTML. Okay? Okay. So HTML is the easiest language. This one cannot scare you. No one can scare you that it's very hard. No. This one is the easiest language. I'm going to teach you each and everything from scratch. Okay? Okay. So when you're building a website, the very first page is called the index page. Okay? The very first page that we have is called the index. Remember, as you see this, The very first page is called the index, from the beginning. Index means the very first page, okay, of our website. So that very first page, we shall just call it as index.html, okay? Okay, that's the very first page that we have of our web browser, okay? Okay, so we are going to have it here. I'm going to come here and name it index.html, okay? Okay, so after creating it like that, it opens here, okay? So this part here is where we are going to put our code, okay? This part is where we're going to put our code. This interface here is where we're going to put our code. Remember, you see this? See this surface here? Okay. So members, don't get why don't you see these words here? These are the things that these words are coming from my extensions. These ones are coming from my extensions. I have other extensions I have there that I use for coding. So for you at the moment you don't need them, but you shall need them in the future. But for me right now, I use those extensions, so don't mind about these things you're seeing. Eh? Yours can be empty. So we are going to put there, it's going to be empty, okay? Okay. So what I can show you, index.html. After creating the index.html, we are going to use that place for coding, okay? Okay. So I'm going to come here and I do something. I'm going to click on shift and the one button. That button where there is one. The button where there is one. Okay? Okay. So it's going to bring for me something like this. Okay? Something like this. Okay? So I'm going to click on the very first one. It's going to bring for me the overall framework or the overall structure. It's going to bring for me the structure of the HTML. Okay? Okay. It's going to bring for me the structure of the HTML. Bring for me the structure of HTML. Okay? To get the structure of HTML. Press these ones at the same time, shift and button at the same time. Button where there is one, okay? So when I press them at the same time, shift and that place where there is one, this will be these two options, emit abbreviation, this one or this one. Choose this first one here, you're seeing, like that. Then this will be the structure of the HTML, okay? Okay, wow guys, wow. Okay, we are now getting there. We are getting closer and closer to the goal. Okay, okay. So, members, at least you have already understood. You have understood how the structure looks like of HTML. The structure of HTML. Now, I want to now explain to you very well. Okay, okay. I want to explain to you very well. Okay, okay. So I'm going to be introducing you to other languages as time goes on. For example, CSS and JavaScript and React as we go forward and forward. But for now, I want you to understand that this is HTML. Okay, this is HTML. Okay, it is hypertext markup language, and we're going to use this one for coding. Okay, just writing our normal blocks. Okay, okay. So I want you to understand that when we're having a web browser, when you are building, for example, a website, when we're building a website, there are three languages that we normally use. There are three languages. There is HTML, okay? There is CSS, and there is JavaScript. Okay? JavaScript, okay? JavaScript, okay? Okay, so there are three languages, okay? Okay, take this one like building a house, eh? How good web development is, take it like as if you are building a house, eh? When you are building a house, eh? A house, HTML they are the bricks. They are the bricks, eh? I can say they are the bricks. I can say they are the cement, they are that concrete or that the sand. HTML looks ugly. It is actually an ugly. It looks ugly. Okay, the brick cement like that. Okay, then uh, well, after you building the house, when you're building a house, this is how it looks like. This one is the brick cement like that. Okay. Then CSS, after you build your house very well, you put bricks, cement, all that, okay? Okay. So after when your house is fully furnished, like when your house is fully built, then now CSS is what they call the paint. It is the paint. Okay? You apply the paint and furnishing of the whole house, okay? Okay, that is where that is where you paint the house. Okay, that is CSS. Okay, okay. Then JavaScript is the functionality. It is the functionality, or what I can call as the. For example, you are now putting electricity. You are now putting electricity. Let me come here. I put here, for example, you are now putting electricity 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 into the house. You are putting, for example, you are putting water. You are putting water. You are putting water. You are putting, for example, you are now putting, for example, gas. You are now putting let me say air conditioner inside the house, or I can call there putting their fans inside the house. Okay. You are now putting, for example, all these nice things you are seeing. For example, let me say that you're now putting, let me say like a fridge inside for cooling and that air. Okay, okay. All these things to make the house complete. All these things to make the house look nice. To make the house feel good. Feel good. Eh? Make the house feel good. Because if you're sleeping in this house here, which is just on this one here, which is like this, if you're sleeping in a house which is only bricks and sand, you don't feel comfortable. When you put furnishing and paint, let me even put your furnishing or plaster and paint. When you put furnishing and paint, furnishing furnishing and paint, that is what they call CSS. Now you're feeling a little bit comfortable. You are now feeling a little bit comfortable. But now the house looks empty. Okay? Okay. Now to make the house look empty and make it feel good, now put electricity, you put water, you put gas, you put fans, you put a kitchen inside it. Okay? You put all those nice things inside to make the house complete. So that is how also a website is. Okay? Okay. So members, that is how a website also is. Okay? Okay. So the very first thing that I'm going to study is going to be HTML. Okay? Okay. We shall go to CSS when you see the future there. Then we shall go to JavaScript as you see in the future to make the website functional. Okay? Okay. So members, we are now on HTML. Okay? Okay. So let me go down here. I explain HTML. We are now on HTML. Okay? Okay. We're going to start on HTML now and we see how it looks like. Now HTML, you will see it has the head. There is what they call the head. For example, let me draw here, like for example, like a circle here. Okay, a circle. Okay, there is a head, of a person here. Okay, the arms. Okay, I'm trying to illustrate all this. Okay, even in the simplest terms that someone can really understand. Someone can really understand. Okay, okay. So here the body is here. Okay. Okay. So HTML is like this. Okay. Okay. So the head is here. The head inside here where you see the head, we put only sensitive information. Okay. We put only sensitive information. Okay. Okay. Here where you see the head, here where you see the head, we put only sensitive information. Okay. Okay. Here where you see the head, here where you see the head, we put only sensitive information. Okay. Okay. So here where you see the head, we put only sensitive information. Here we put sensitive information. Okay. Information. It can be links. It can be links. It can be, for example, links. Links, metadata. It can be IE links. There is a lot that we put, but that one is sensitive information. So when you're writing your website, don't write anything inside the head if it's not sensitive. Okay. Okay. We are going to use the part of the website that you're going to use is the body. Here you're seeing here is what you're going to use. You see here is the part that you're going to use. Okay. Okay. So always and always, we shall use always the body. Okay. Okay. We shall use the body. Okay. Okay. We shall always write everything inside the body. This what you're seeing is the body. That's why we shall write each and every thing. Remember, as you see this, it is the body. Okay? Okay. Everything that we shall write is what we are going to write it in the body. Okay? Okay. So, always and always you will see in HTML language, everything that we write has an opening, opening and closing tag. Okay. Okay. So what is a tag? A tag is, for example, HTML. As you see here, even HTML has, for example, like something like this. It's written as HTML. Okay. Then it has also a closing tag. For example, something like this. /HTML. Okay. 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 So that is how the opening and closing tag look like. Okay. Okay. So that is how HTML is. And you can see HTML is here and also here. Okay. Opening and closing tag. Okay. Okay. Then the head, as you see the head also has an opening and closing tag. Okay. Okay. The head has an opening and closing tag. Okay. Okay. There's an opening and closing tag. Closing tag always has a what? A slash on it. Okay. Okay. As you can see there. Okay. Okay. Then the body, this body you see here, also the body has an opening and closing tag. Okay. Okay. Body also has an opening and closing tag. Okay. Okay. So that is how it looks like. So each and everything that you're going to do, we are going to put it inside the body. Okay? Okay. So that is how it looks like, members. Can you see? That is how it looks like. Everything in HTML, it is made up of tags. Okay? Tags. That's why you will see opening and closing tag. Like this one is called HTML tag. So everything is made up of tags. Okay? Okay. Everything in HTML is made up of tags. Tags. Okay? Okay, so there is HTML tag, there is head, head, then there is body. Okay, okay, so that is how it looks like here. So everything I want to do is going to be inside the body. Okay? Here, inside here. Okay? Okay. So members, everything is inside the body. Okay? Okay. So you're going to start, and now you're going to do. So I'm going to introduce you to the very first tag that is very friendly. That one is called the heading tag. Okay? I want to introduce you to the heading tag. Okay? Okay. The heading tag. Okay? Okay. Introduce you to the heading tag. Heading tag. Okay? Okay. The heading tag has very many sections. It has, for example, this one has heading 1, heading 1, where there is heading 1, heading 2, heading 2, 2, heading 3, heading 3, 3, okay, heading 3, then there is heading 4, there is heading 4, then there is heading 5, heading 5, then there is heading 6, okay, okay, so there is heading 6, okay, okay, so all these ones we are seeing are heading tags, okay, heading tags. So in HTML they will label them as H1, H1, H2, H2, then there is H3, H3, then there is H4, H4, then there is H5, H5, then there is H6, H6. Okay, so members, this is the heading. I'm going to introduce you to the first one is the heading tag. Okay, okay. So members, today I want to learn about headings and yes lists. Okay, okay. So I just learned the headings, the paragraphs and lists. Okay, before we leave today. Okay, at least you believe what you have learned something. So the higher you go, the higher you go, the smaller the heading. Okay, this one is the bigger, and the last one is smaller. Okay, last one is smaller. Okay, okay. So last one is smaller in size. Okay, okay. So the bigger, the smaller. Okay, okay. So you find that heading 1 is bigger than heading 2, heading 2 is bigger than heading 3, heading 3 is bigger than heading 4, heading 4 is bigger than heading 5, heading 5 is bigger than heading 6, and heading 6 is the smallest. Okay, okay. So let's start and we see. I come here and my body, inside the body here, I say H1. Okay, I say this is my first heading. This is my first heading. Members, are you seeing we're writing inside? We're writing inside the what? The tag. Inside the tag. Okay? Okay, members, write inside the tag. Then here, down here, you will see something. For example, launchpad, XX, this one here, no problems. Link 1, space 4, UHTF, CRF, HTML. Go and tap on this place here where I'm seeing go live. Tap here. This is where I want to see each and everything that we are making in the browser. Okay? Okay. Tap on this part here where there is go live. Okay? Okay. Tap on that part where there is go live. Okay? I tap it like this. Then it starts. It starts. Okay? Wow. Members, wow. Okay? Wow. So this is my first heading. Okay? Okay. This is nice. This is really nice. Okay? And right now we are inside index.html. What you are seeing here, index.html is what is here. Okay? Okay. So nice. This is really nice. Okay? Okay. So when I come here and say heading 2, I put here, this is my second heading. Okay? Okay. So it also changes automatically. It saves itself and it changes automatically. Okay? Okay. Then here it changes and you see, this is my second heading. Wow. Okay? Okay? Okay. This is my second heading. Okay? Okay. So you see it's going on becoming smaller and smaller. So I come here and say H3. This is my third heading. Okay? Okay. So it comes. This is my third heading. So you see that H3 is smaller than what? H1 or H2. Okay? The bigger it goes, it becomes smaller. Okay? So I come here, you say H4. This is my fourth heading. Okay? Okay. So it's like that. This is my fourth heading. Okay? Okay, it's there. So I come here and say maybe H5. H5. I say this is my fifth heading. Okay? Okay. So it is there. This is my fifth heading. Guys, you see this? You see this very well? Okay. So I come here and say heading 6. Okay? I tap there. H6. This is my sixth heading. Okay? Okay. So members, it's there. This is my sixth heading. So H6 is always the smallest heading. Members, are you understanding this? Are you understanding this? Wow, I feel like you are learning. You are learning right now. Okay? Something that I explained right now is here, is what is here. Okay? Members, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Okay? Okay. Please hit the subscribe button. Okay? And even the notification bell. Okay? Don't miss any of the upcoming videos. You can even like and share with your friend. Okay? Okay. So, wow, this is really nice. Okay? Okay. So we have learned about headings. That is all about headings. Okay? Okay. So there's another type of tag. We have now done the second thing that we are going to do. Now we're going to the second thing that we are going to do on our agenda here. And that's what we call the paragraph tag. The paragraph tag. Okay? The paragraph tag. Okay? So what is the paragraph tag? The paragraph tag, this is a special tag. This is a tag that enables us to write sentences inside. Sentences inside. Or paragraphs inside. Okay? Okay. So that's what we call as the paragraph tag. Members, you see this? You see these members? Okay. So that's what they call the paragraph tag. Okay? So we symbolize it calling it the P tag. It will be like this, the P tag. Okay? So you can write each and everything that you want inside here. You can even narrate your story inside here. And when it will have an opening and closing tag. Okay? Always closing tags are like this. So you narrate each and everything that you want inside here. Okay? You can put anything inside here. Your sentences inside here. Okay? Inside. Okay? So that's what they call the P tag. Remember to see this? Okay. So I come here. There is even a when I want to write something very fast. When I want to write something very fast, like if I want, for example, a very short sentence, I want a default sentence, a default sentence, very fast. This is what we call lorem. This is what we call lorem. Lorem, as you see here. Default sentences, you just use lorem. Although you can write your own sentences. Okay? Okay. I can maybe say, I'm going to show you here. When I come here down here and I say, for example, P. P stands for paragraph tag. The P tag. Okay? I say, this is a board. This is a board. Okay? I put there. Come here and see, this is a board. You see, it is there. Okay? You put anything that you want. I can even come here and say P. This is a girl. This is a girl. Okay? Okay. So it's there. This is a girl. Okay? Okay. So I come here and even say here P, the P tag. I say this is a house. This is a house. Okay? This is a house. So I put even here. You see, this is a house. So these ones are P tags. Okay? Okay. So if I want, for example, a default sentence, I'm working like against time. I want a default sentence. I come here, I say P, and I say here lorem. Lorem. Okay? I tap P on lorem. Gives me a default sentence. Okay? Okay. It gives me this one here. See this default sentence. You see it? Okay, this default sentence, it's called lorem. I even come here and re-tap on it here. Okay, come here and re-tap on it like this P, I put lorem. Lorem. Okay, and you see, as simple as that. You see, same sentence is here. Okay, okay. So members, at least you have understood now two tags. You have understood the heading tag and the paragraph tag. Okay? Okay. So we are going to our last tag for today. And guys, at least right now, I feel like you have covered something. Okay? And our last tag of the day is we're going to look at lists. Okay? Lists. Okay? We're going to look at lists. Okay? Lists. Okay? So we have what? We have two types of lists. We have two types of lists. The first one is the ordered list. The first one is the ordered list. Okay? Ordered list. Okay? So members, we have two types of lists. We have the ordered list and the unordered lists. Okay? Okay. So we have the ordered lists and we have the unordered lists. Okay? Ordered lists. Okay? Okay. So how do we normally put these ones in the tag form? Okay? So these ones here, the ordered lists, we have, for example, we put it as OL. It's called the OL tag. OL tag. Okay, okay. It's normally looks like this, and also there is another one which is like this, closing tag for OL. Okay, which is like that. Okay, okay. So we also have here, for example, the unordered lists, which is here, and here unordered list is UL. Okay, okay. And also here, also this one here is UL. Okay, okay, UL. Okay, okay. So you can see it's like this, okay, okay, UL like that. Okay, okay. So it looks like this. Okay, okay. So here li lists here, it has, for example, something which is like this, li. Okay, then here closing tag also li. So that's closing tag. Okay, okay. It's how lists are. They look, but there are in two categories. There is ordered lists and unordered lists. Okay, okay. So I'm going to come here. I just give, for example, a very simple here down here. I say, for example, ordered lists. Okay, okay. So I'm going to put here. I say ordered lists. Let me say here heading 1. I call this one fruits. Fruits. Okay, okay. So I'm just putting there fruits. Okay, you can see here there are fruits. Okay, okay. So I'm going to put here OL, ordered lists. Okay, OL. Okay, can you even close this one? I say here OL, ordered lists. I started down here ordered. I come here OL. Okay, okay. OL, as you can see, I can even extend it here down. So I'm writing inside OL. Okay, okay. I come here. I say LI. Lists, I, for example, say orange. I come here inside here. I say, for example, orange. Okay? Okay, so I put that. And you can see it's there, orange. Are you see? It has even one. Yeah? Other lists, they are numbered. Okay? Okay. So I come here, I say orange. I come here, I say banana. Banana. Okay? So they are numbered. You can see here banana. You see here? Okay. So I come here, I say li. I come here, I say here, which fruit can I put? I say here mango. Mango. Okay? Okay. It's there. Okay? Okay, it's there. Okay? Then I come here, other lists I put here, for example, pineapple. Pineapple. Okay? Okay. So you can see how it looks like. Members, they are there and they are numbered. Okay, they are numbered. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you seeing it? Other lists, they are numbered. Okay, but other lists, they are not numbered. Okay, okay, just understand that. And I come here, I say li here, I say pineapple. I say here apple. Apple. As simple as that. I come here, it's there. Okay, okay, so it's here. Remember, as you see this, we are moving at the same pace. Okay, okay. So wow, guys, this is nice. Okay, this is nice. Okay, okay. So I can come here now and I write here down here, and I say, for example, heading 1 again. I say foods. Okay, okay. So when I come here down, you see here foods. Okay, now I'm going to put there now another list. Okay, okay. So I'm going to put here now what we call the unordered list. Okay, UL. I come here, I put here UL. Don't write outside UL. Everything should be inside. All these lists should be inside UL or OL. Okay, okay. I can come here and say LI, and I say bread. bread. Okay? Okay. So it's like this. Foods, another list here, bread. You see, another list means that there is no, it's not ordered, eh? It's not ordered in any way, okay? So this one just has, like, for example, dots, okay? Okay, so this one has a dot, bread. And I come here, I say here, Li, I can say here, meat, okay? So you can see your members, okay? Okay, it's there. And I can come here and say maybe Li, and I say here, chicken, okay? Okay, so it looks like that. You see foods, okay? Okay, and I come here, I say, for example, Li, I say here fish, okay? Okay, so it's there. You see it? It is there, okay? Okay, and I come here and say Li, I can come here and say that Li, I put inside, what can I put? I can put here rice. Can put here rice, okay? Okay, so members, you can see it is here, okay? Unordered lists, okay? Wow, guys, congratulations upon reaching this part where you have reached. Upon finalizing your first website, okay? This is the very first page that you have written, okay? Okay, so guys, this has been nice. It has been nice with you. We have moved with you. This has been really great, okay? It's the very first step towards writing your first website, okay? Congratulations, guys, upon this, okay? So tomorrow, in tomorrow's class, tomorrow is going to be day 2, okay? You check there in the playlist. Tomorrow is going to be day 2, okay? Day 2, we are going to look at another concept, okay? Okay, so tomorrow, in tomorrow's class, we're going to look at internal linking, okay? Internal links, okay? Internal links, okay? Okay, so guys, don't miss out this tomorrow's class, eh? It's there in their place. You can check there and you see. Don't miss out tomorrow's playlist. Don't miss out tomorrow's class, okay? Tomorrow is going to be day 2. And day 3, in day 3, we shall look at external links, okay? External links, okay? Okay, so members, don't miss out day 3, okay? Don't miss out day 3, okay? Okay, so members, it has been really great upon understanding. It has been really great upon finalizing this class with you, members. These are the things we have covered. We have covered really a lot: heading, the body. We have covered how the structure looks like. We have covered the HTML from the beginning. We have covered live servers, extensions, downloading VS Code. All this has been great. It has really been great, and I believe that we are going to be there where we want to be. Okay. Okay, I want you to just put in consistency, right? Practice in your free time, practice. Then you find yourself there. Okay, okay. So this is day 2. We shall look at this tomorrow. Don't miss out, guys. Day 3 we shall look at external links. Okay, okay. Don't miss out. Don't miss out. Okay, okay. So you can follow there in the playlist. Don't miss out. I will see you in the next video tomorrow. Okay, okay. Have a great day.